What's up, guys? Welcome to another video of Coding with James. It's your guy, James Carino, and definitely check out the last video that I made. It's under a new playlist I made. It's Easy LeetCode coding challenges, where I'm pretty much arranging the videos by difficulty now. That way it's easier for you guys to navigate through it. I'm thankful for each view that pretty much viewed my videos and each like, right? So if you haven't subscribed, definitely subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna be posting a lot of videos, especially interview questions, just to help you guys and guide you guys throughout your interview questions in the future. So before anything else, definitely guys, check out the Genesis Originals website. They have a bunch of workout stuff. If you guys love working out, they have a bunch of workout collections, men's and women's, and jujitsu. So definitely check that out. Yeah, they have awesome stuff. They're gonna be launching a new collection pretty soon. And yeah, I'm pretty excited for that. I'm going to be using it for my workouts. Okay, so today we're going to be doing the first missing positive, right? So given an unsorted integer array, nums, find the smallest missing positive integer. So given this, the smallest missing positive integer is 3 because 0 is not neither positive or negative. So 1, 2, and then the next one would be 3. In this case, 3, 4, negative 1, 1. So in this case, it will be 2. And in this case, the first missing positive integer will be 1. So I pretty much let's pretty much do LucidChart. That way you guys could see it clearly. So we're given an array, right? And what I'm already thinking is we're gonna be using either a set or a list. It doesn't really matter. List is pretty much, I mean, you can sort it, and yeah, you can pretty much sort it, but it doesn't matter at this point because we don't really have to sort it. We're just gonna be using a for loop. That's like off the top of my head already. So pretty much given this array 1, 2, 0, right? Let's check this array. We're gonna add this to a hash set. Okay, we're gonna add this to a hash set, and after we add it to a hash set, what we could do is we could do a contains, a dot contains, because the hash set has the dot contains method built into it, and we could check if it contains or it does not contain the given value, right? So the length here is 3, and when we do a dot contains method, we could start at 1, because if we start at 0, right, we're just going to return 1 if the length of the array is 0, right? So we're just going to return 1 because given this example, let's say in this example they already start at 7, so the first one would be 1. If the array would, if the length is 0, right, yeah, we're just returning 1. That's the first missing positive integer, I guess, in that case. So in this case, given this array 1, 2, 0, we do a dot contains method, and we're gonna go if the set contains 1, right, we're gonna keep iterating. Okay, next, if the set contains 2, right, keep iterating. If the set contains 3, it's checking. It does not contain 3. The next one is 0, so it does not contain 3, which means that's what we're going to be returning. In this case, we return 3, right? We're returning 3 in this case, okay? And the opposite, right? If there's no gaps in between, right? So it contains 1, it contains 2, it contains 3, right? There's no gaps in between. We're going to return the length plus 1. In this case, length is 3, right? And we're returning length plus 1, meaning we're returning 4, right? If you guys get that visualization. So we're going to go back again. Let's start. The whole reason we're returning length plus 1 equals 4 is because each part of the set, there's no gaps in between each number, right? Each number of the set, meaning it's already, I mean, when we say, okay, we do a dot contains, if the set contains 1, it's going to scan, boom, it contains 1, right? If it contains 2, it's going to scan, boom, it contains 2. If it contains 3, it's going to scan, it contains 3, right? And then we're going to check, it contains 3. So everything in that for loop, right, contains each iteration of I, in this case 1, 2, 3, which means there's no gaps. In other words, we're going to return the length plus 1, meaning 4. We're returning 4 because the length is 3, so we add 1, 4. All right, so how do we code this? Let's start. Of course, we do int length nums.length, right? And we say if the length is equal to 0, right, we return 1. We just return 1. Else, we make a set and we're going to put integers in it, right? So set equals new has set. We're going to make a new set and we're going to do a for loop for int I equals 0, I less than length I plus plus, meaning we're going to add each index of nums until until it's less than the length, meaning the last index, right? We're going to do a set dot add each index of nums to the set, right? So now what we did was we added each element of each index of nums inside the set. Now what we said was, now we're going to do a for loop to check each number. For int I, let's make it j equals 1. Why are we starting with 1? Because if j was 0, right, we're returning 1. So we're going to start with 1, right? Also, we don't start with 0, because if we do a set dot contains with 0, 0, as we said, is neither positive or negative. So technically it's not a positive number, right? So we start with 1. So for int j equals 1, because that's technically the smallest positive integer as seen here, j less than or equal to the length j plus plus. All we're going to say here is if this set contains is false. There's different ways of writing this. You could pretty much put if the set does not contain j, or if the set that contain j is equal to false, meaning it does not have this number, whatever iteration we're at, right? If j was 4, if the set does not contain 4, that's pretty much what it's saying here. That's the conditional statement there. We're going to return j. That's what we said. If there was a gap here, Let's say J was 1, it contains 1. J was 2, we scan, there's a 2. If J was 3, we scan and there's no 3, we're automatically returning 3. That's that for loop. That's that if statement inside the for loop, right? Else, we're going to return the length, right, plus 1. Do a return length plus 1. Why is it that we do J less than or equal to length? That's because we're starting at 1 and we're not starting, if the length was, okay, it's better if we show a visualization, right? So if the length was 3, length is 3, right? We do a for loop less than or equal to 3. So J is equal to 1, J is equal to 2, right? That's the second iteration. And we have to check if J is equal to 3. And we have to check the set if it contains a 3, right? If we do less than the length, which means we just iterate twice. We just check for 1 and 2. We don't check for 3 no more. That's the whole reason why we do less than or equal to 3, or less than or equal to the length in this case, right? Else, so after this, if this for loop, if it contains each J that we iterate with, meaning if there's no gap between each number inside the set, right? So it's in the set, it's 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 3, 4. There's no gap. We're just going to return the length plus 1. Pretty much, length plus 1 is the maximum value plus 1. Maximum value meaning the length plus 1. Because if the length was 4, right, the maximum number of elements is 4, right? Meaning there's no gap between each number, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we return 5 in this case. All right, so let's check it. We run the code. Oh, here we go. Running the code, running. Oh, where is this? Wait, where is this? And this is else. This is, all right, bracket thieves. All right, here we go. If set dot, oh, grammar. If set does not contains J. I say contain like I'm saying it in English rather than the library itself, or the method itself. Submit, and we did it. Boom, 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 boom. As you can see, we did a couple of practices here, right? So yeah, so pretty much we got it right. We got the logic right. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'm going to be posting this video soon, and I'm going to be posting more videos. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is an Amazon interview question, so this is a hard difficulty kind of question. So yeah, keep coding, guys. Keep practicing, right? And if you ever run into a problem, especially like a coding problem where you feel like you're stuck, do something else that will keep your mind off of it, and then return back at it. Because we have, sometimes as programmers especially, we get fatigued just constantly thinking, and we don't see the obvious, right? So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video, email me more of your suggestions, and yeah, see you guys.